Well, good afternoon, YouTube. Fat Cat Collections again, back at you with another watch review. So today I'm going to upload a couple different videos. Check them out. I basically will film the videos, and then I'll go ahead and upload them later on today. So the first one I want to do is a quick review of my Christmas gift that I got from my folks. I'm really excited about it. This is the original one that I wanted probably about a year ago when I picked up the other one that I actually got. And the reason I didn't buy it then was because the price was just so much on it. And that's the thing with Invictas. Remember that the Invicta prices, you'll see a lot of, MSRP tags on the watches. And depending on where you buy them, some will not have that tag on them. Like, for instance, my Sub-Aqua Noma 5 came with an MSRP tag of $5 grand on it. Then naturally, nobody's going to pay $5 grand for an Invicta watch. I mean, without like any kind of precious stones, okay? However, it's just like buying a car. There is a huge overinflated MSRP, and that gives retailers a lot of room to move depending on where they're at in their location. If you have a guy tucked out in the middle of, let's say, in a pretty high-end city, and he's the only, not a high-end city, but let's say a big city, lots of people maybe necessarily wouldn't find Invictas anywhere else. Maybe nobody else really has them in that town, and you have maybe a lot of rich folk around there, a lot of people with money going around, and they see a price tag of $5,000 on a watch, and then of course somebody's selling it for $1,000. Yeah, some people just don't shop online, so it gives retailers a lot of room to move. Now, naturally, these things you can pick up for great deals online. Definitely through my website, PHATKATCOLLECTIONS.com. That's all linked up right there. If you haven't checked it out or haven't purchased it there, go ahead and do that. It links you to all the reputable sellers that I buy from. But basically, the watch that I ended up picking up, the price, getting back to the price, was quite a bit. At the time, it was like $600-700. And Invicta, you'll find, even though they have that really high MSRP, that a lot of them, depending on the season, the holiday times, you always get better deals. The more people that are shopping, the more, I guess, the better of a deal you're going to get. And which is why I, picked up this one here, or my folks got it for me, and I went in on half on it. I got such a great deal on it. It was just time to pull the trigger on it because, and I've said it before, I love yellow and rose tone gold combination watches. That's just my favorite color combo. So let me just stop rambling on. Just show you real quick, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. Okay, you know what that is. Zeus Bolt. I got the silver one probably about a year ago, and again, because I got it for about $350, which at the time, for that particular silver model, and there's a lot of different silver models, the one that I got, I don't remember exact model number offhand, but that one was about $350, and that was a great deal for an Invicta Bolt Zeus. This is one of their flagship watches made by Invicta. And this one I had to get when I saw the price. I'm not going to tell you because it'll probably spoil it for some folks who were able to find it and pick it up for this deal. But you can still find this watch for a really great buy right now on eBay. And I'll tell you for how much, and then we'll go ahead and put a link on my website. Go ahead and click through it if you want to pick it up because you can still get this for a fantastic deal. So here it is. This is the Invicta Zeus Bolt. This is model number bear with me a moment here. And a lot of people are selling this right now, so I tried to find it online. This is 12739, the Invicta Zeus Bolt. This is done, and this is a great color combo. And the Zeus Bolt, I've always liked the Zeus Bolt, but it was not one of my all-time favorites until I just got this one. The color combo on this is absolutely breathtaking. This thing is one rich-looking watch. And I've always wanted to get the polished versions. I've never really loved a non-polished watch more than a polished watch. And this is unbelievable. The gold on this in this satin finish, I'm really glad I have in my collection because I didn't have any satin finish gold watches yet. And this takes the cake. So let me just show you a couple close-ups here. This is done, and I know it's kind of hard to tell by the video. You see it much more in person. This is done in a two-tone. So you have the satin finish yellow gold all around the band, of course, on the sides, the whole band. Then, of course, on the pushers, you have a satin rose tone. The face is a satin rose tone. Then you have the rose tone cabling system in the band and around the bezel on the sides of the watch, and of course behind the pushers. And then you have it on the fold-over clasp. Everything is matte finish on this watch except for the sides of your lugs on the bezel, the sides of the watches behind the pushers, and of course on the opposite side, the size of the band. The contrast is beautiful on this watch, and I actually love the way this gold looks in a brushed finish. And I've never really said that I like any brushed finish watch more than polished, but this is just absolutely breathtaking. And I'm going to do another video next, and I'm not going to talk about this one right now, but I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison because a gentleman by the username of Really? Alright, buddy. Winter Fresh Mouth. He wanted me to do a side-by-side comparison of the Zeus Bolt and the Venom, which I'm going to upload next. But I just wanted to show you, this has got that kind of brushed rose tone. And for some reason, in this watch, I'll show you one more time. Okay? In the yellow, it just looks absolutely breathtaking. And let me show you a couple close-ups. I'm going to tell you a little bit about the watch because those of you who have watched my videos before know what I do. Those of you who are new, basically I show you what the watch looks like on the wrist, okay? Short and sweet. And that's what's really, really helpful when you're making a decision to buy or purchase a watch. It's really helpful to see it on the wrist. And I can show you, I'm going to show you the watch close-up too, but bear in mind that my videos do not, the main purpose is not to show you high-resolution video. It's to basically show you what it looks like on the wrist, and you can find a bunch of pictures online. You can find lots more pictures at PHATKATWatches.com, and these are two resources that are very good, very, very helpful in you buying a watch. So I'm just going to show you a couple close-up first, okay? And again, I'm recording this off an iPad, so you know it doesn't really zoom in all that well. So just bear with me on it. You see the rose tone and the polished. And then, of course, we'll spin it a little. You see that rose tone in between the band on the links. That's the cabling they use. And this watch is made in all different color combos. And I have to say there was another one. It was a little more money, but it was a combination with silver pushers on the side. And I'm really glad that it was more money because it made me get this one. And this is just absolutely breathtaking. This is now one of my favorite watches in my collection, folks. If you want a watch that just says bling on your wrist, this is the one to get, guaranteed. Oh, and then of course, not to leave this out, the face in this video you can't really tell. This is actually a dark brown mother of pearl, and you can't really see it in the video, but you can definitely see it in person. It is very, very subtle. I mean, it's really a dark brown. You really have to let the light hit that where you can really tell that it's mother of pearl. So there might be different, mother of pearl is never going to be the same, so you might get a watch that maybe has a nicer mother of pearl face than the one I got. It's just kind of luck when you get mother of pearl, at least with Invicta watches, that sometimes you're going to get one that has a certain, different hues. This one here is an extremely dark mother of pearl where it's almost black, but it is brown, and in person you can tell it's brown, but when the light does hit it, you can tell that it is brown. It's a beautiful color combo, and it's really nice because it gives some depth to the face, and you can see where your chronograph is. You can see that kind of pops. If it was all gold, you wouldn't see that detail. And here's the face again. I'm going to get a little closer for you. It is a rotating bezel, of course, and then of course the back of the band. Unbelievable watch. I mean, when I pulled this baby out of the box, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm blown away. I have like, I don't know, close to 20 Invictas right now. And then I've seen tons because my buddies at work buy them, and then they let me do videos on them, and then I size them. And I got Androids. I got over 60 watches in my collection. I think more now. And this watch, when I took it out of the box, I mean, it's just amazing that Invicta continues to impress me with the watches that they make, and even a watch that I've already seen before. I've seen two of these Invicta these Zeus bolts already. One in silver with a black mother of pearl face. The other one I got in silver with the white mother of pearl face, and now this one I'm blown away. It's impressed me this much, and I tell you, when I was wearing it last night on the wrist and at work today, I absolutely love this watch. So a little bit about it, okay? Not a lot of specifics, but you have your standard 660 feet of water resistance, like on all your Invicta bolts. You have a weight of, they say 10 ounces on here. That's going to fluctuate depending on how many links you have to take out. I have to take out quite a bit because I have a 7-inch wrist, but I think it's more than that. I think you're closer to, unsized, I think you're closer to a pound. This thing sized, I'm still saying you're probably close to about 12 ounces. I don't think that's actually correct. 21 millimeters in case thickness. It's a nice thick watch. You have 52 millimeters of case diameter. Remember, in this watch, it seems bigger than 52 because it's so long. So the 52 is just at this bezel point, left and right, not top to bottom. So it's quite a bit larger top to bottom. I don't have the exact measurement. I'll throw a tape on it real quick here. Tell you what it's kind of close to. Yeah, you're getting close to 70 millimeters in I guess what would be considered length. So it's a lengthy watch. What else? This is powered by a Swiss Ronda 5040D. If any of you are unfamiliar and think that Invicta is just, oh well, they say they're Swiss made, it doesn't have to be made in Switzerland to be Swiss made. Swiss made is kind of an insignia for quality, okay? And there are lots of loopholes on why I can make a watch Swiss made. Some people say, oh, because the whole movement has to be made in Switzerland. No, that's not exactly true. It just has to fall into a certain category. And remember, Invicta, you get a lot for your money, a lot for your money. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what I paid, but I'll tell you right now that this watch for about $350, depending on where you get it from, is worth every penny, and you get a lot of watch. Nobody's going to think this is a $350 watch. And I'm not saying $350 isn't a lot. Like, I'm an average working guy. $350 is a lot of money. But this, you're impressed when you get this. I mean, hands down. A little more about it. You know, flame fusion crystal. That's kind of your standard Invicta thing. Screw down pushers. They say, this one here, this website I'm on says screw down with function push. That doesn't make any, oh, the crown, I'm sorry. So the crown is screw down, the function pushers are not. That's the only negative thing I have to say about the Zeus bolt, is because without these screwing down, if they were screwed down, you'd probably get more water resistance, but I don't really give a shit about that. But you can damage these if you were to bang this on something. They're not quite as sturdy as a screw down. Like if you look at the Venom, you bump that on something, it's screwed down, so it's got a little more support. But you know what? Be careful. You're spending your hard-earned money in a watch. Don't wear it at the construction site, okay? And then what else? 8 1/4 inches in band length, 35 millimeters in band width. Again, that depends on where you measure from, because the band does taper down from the case. And then, of course, standard deployment clasp. And they say, again, country of origin Switzerland. That's not true. It's the country of origin is Switzerland based on some of the parts in the movement, if not the entire movement. So keep that in mind. Remember, folks, nothing's made in the United States anymore. Nothing. I urge you to try to go anywhere. Not to get on a tangent, rant on a tangent here, but I urge you to go anywhere in any store and find something made in America. So, just because it's not made in America doesn't mean it's bad. We consume all kinds of things that are not made in America, okay? Not consume, but we purchase and consume, of course. I mean, you know what I'm trying to say. So, enough about that. Back to the watch. So, most importantly, again, what I do is show you the watch on the wrist. So I am about 5 foot 8 inches tall. I weigh about 170 pounds, and I have a 7-inch wrist. So all these watches look really big on me. So I'm going to throw it on the wrist here, because this is what you really came to see. Unbelievable looking watch. And you know, I always apologize for the lighting in my room, in my office here. You know, it doesn't matter if it's nighttime, daytime. The lighting in here just isn't very good. The natural light, it's like this, like this time of year, I just get like that. I don't get a lot of direct sunlight, so you get a lot of reflection. It's like a bluish kind of, you know, a light naturally has kind of a bluish tint to it. Everything just kind of looks a little bit washed out in my videos. But what I'm going to do is what I've been doing in my other videos. I'm just going to take you to another room with a little more lighting so you get a little bit different perspective on it. And then we're going to continue on with my most recent theme here and just kind of showing you what it looks like me standing. Like I said, these are not, my videos are never going to be videos that are, you know, scripted out or, you know, well recorded. These are everyday Joe videos. And let's face it, I'm a consumer of these watches. I am a consumer and I shop and I own these watches. I don't sell these watches, although I wish I did sell these watches. I do refer you to where you get these watches. I do that. But remember that, you know, my passion is in what I'm saying here. I mean, I own this stuff. And if I don't own it, I tell you, it's not because I don't want it. It's because I haven't purchased it yet. I mean, you know, I can't buy a watch a week here. Although I was for a while. And so that's my point. Like, we're gonna keep it really, really simple, real straightforward, very non-formal, and just show you what this watch is gonna look like in a couple different lighting scenarios. This is how you're gonna be wearing it around your house or out in public and stuff like that. So. See what the band looks like from the back there. Alright, so let me pick you up. Let's go for a little walk. Take you to another area of my house here. We're just going to go into the bathroom here where I can put on some brighter lights and kind of get a different idea of what we're looking like here. So there you go. And let's just go over here. Try to get another perspective here. So it's a little bit dimmer, a little dimmer, but a little more, I don't know, different lighting, I guess, in here. Well, I hope that's helpful, folks. I think the light looks, so you can really tell the gold color now there. See the contrast a little more. All right, folks. Well, let me go ahead and put you down real quick here, and we'll conclude the video. All right. Well, there is my review of the 12729. I think it was 12739. I don't know. I gotta check it again here because gotta take it off here. You are looking at the 12739, excuse me. Invicta Zeus bolt in the two-tone yellow gold and rose tone accents with the brown mother of pearl face. Absolutely one you guys need to get in your collection. For my almost 2,500 subscribers who absolutely, most of them love the watches, of course. A lot of the cologne reviews are doing really well too, folks, so definitely check out those. Cologne is just another passion of mine. It's awesome to smell different every day. So definitely check those out. Again, for my watch subscribers, you got to get this in your collection. If you don't have the Zeus bolt and you like gold, you got to get this gold on gold. It's still going to look good if you just have to get the yellow or maybe a silver and gold. But man, the gold on gold color combo, like I said in every one of my videos, is my absolute favorite color combo. And I think now if you're not a guy who likes gaudy, it is a little gaudy, but that's my personality. I absolutely love that color combo. That's just who I am. So we are who we are. And anyway, so definitely check that out. Go to PHATKATWatches.com. I'll put a link up there. This video is going to, I guess, be uploaded later on tonight, so you'll probably watch it later or tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have a link up there. If it's not up there, I'll try to put a link in the description at least where you can find this watch through my recommended sellers on eBay. Remember, if you like the videos, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. I mean, I never thought it would be up to almost 2,500 subscribers, and it just keeps climbing every single day. So I'm going to keep making these videos. You guys keep buying these watches and keep sending me pictures. And definitely, if you have some watches or you have experiences with them, definitely comment. And check out my Facebook page. You can find that at Fat Cat Watches too. I'm meeting a lot of cool people on there, and it's really cool to see you guys posting pictures of your daily watch of the day photos. So, alright guys, thank you very much for watching, and definitely check that bad boy out. Have a great day.